bright lights city gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Texas A&M's offense will take the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And they're able to get him down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Grabbed in the middle. It's Armstrong. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. So this opening drive finds a bump in the road here on 3rd and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Why not trying to get it in? He found some running room and needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field, and that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back, and I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. You can't avoid that side of the field the entire...
Intercepted! Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They want to throw it. Big guy smells it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Peters. Got it in the middle, it's Montgomery. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Peters. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Now on 2nd down. That's caught. It's high. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Rebels offense is back on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down and run. As they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down. He gets down. And the Rebels will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The give. Makes it past the marker. Turns it on in midfield. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Floats it out in space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll go to the ground. It's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Peters. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And the pass down the left side, diving, caught.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on it.
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Texas A&M going up tempo. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Oh, what a cut! He was working making his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Peters. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try the run. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half.
21, UNLV 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Fighting off the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He'll try to do it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Hauls it in. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Now facing a 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really...
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but did you see the hit this freshman took as he delivered the football? And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. It's picked off and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back on the move. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll give it to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking for a man. It's Peters. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off play action. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That fumble in Trust territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Calls his own number. There he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
28. UNLV 10.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Peters. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
4-2 Spider.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
28. UNLV 10.
So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Peters. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Dropping back, it's Peters. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the stop.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. He'll throw it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Armstrong. Touchdown, Aggies! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Rebels offense is back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better.
It's picked off, and another empty drive.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pass interference. Defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Here we go.
Now the play fake. On the run, still looking. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's complete to the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Unloads quickly. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Peters. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner goes down.
Texas A&M offense will take over.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense
Fires toward the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires to the wide out. Got his man on the right. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.